So, let's go through the programming lifecycle. What is the step involved in problem solving? A computer cannot solve a problem on its own, like we mentioned just now. One has to provide step-by-step solution of the problems to the computer. In fact, the task of problem solving is not that of the computer. It is the programmer who has to write down the solution to the problem in terms of simple operation which the computer can understand and execute. So, with this, we know that computer is unable to solve the problem itself without the help of the human to put in an input such as a keyboard typing or any mouse input and so on. That is the basic things lah that you guys should know right after learning about IT. That the input is usually what we want to put in as a display, and what is displayed is our output such as the screen or the speaker and headphones. That is the output of a program. But in this type of things such as coding, the input is what we write down as a code, and then the output is what it is displayed and what we wanted to display. So we will look at it further about the coding input and output quite soon. So there are five different steps. There are five steps that we need to learn as we progress to how to learn about problem solving. The first one is the problem analysis, followed by problem design, and then problem coding, testing and debugging, as well as maintenance. So let's take a look at problem statement 1. Compute and display the total price apples given the weight in kilograms of apples purchased and the price per kilogram of apples. In this problem analysis, we need to understand the problem. In this step, you should try to understand the actual problems by asking the following questions, such as identify the problem input you have to work with and also the problem output and what we desired for our outputs. What are you trying to find, or what do you want to do with the said inputs? Determine the required format of the results to be displayed. And what are the unknowns? So, let's take a look at problem statement number 1 just now. In here, what is our inputs that we are trying to work with? Let's read it again. Compute and display the total price apples given the weight in kilograms of apples purchased and the price per kilogram of apples. So according to this statement, we know that the output it wants is compute and display the total price apples given. So this is our output. And our input is the weight of kilograms of apples as well as the price per kilograms of apples. Alright, here in our next steps, just now we have identified what are the problem inputs and what are the problem outputs, which is the total price in RM, and our input is the weight of kilogram and the price per kilogram. So with this information in mind, we are able to develop a list of formula that specify the relationship between the inputs and the outputs. So the formula that we obtain from this problem is that we want to find the total price is equal to the price per kilogram multiplied by the weight of in kilogram. The problem design, devising a plan, making a plan of solution. So with in this process, we are able to design what kind of program we want to do with the set information. It is a very useful skill to prepare a good plan for the solution of given problems. So we want to look for a pattern, examine related problems, make a table, diagram, and equation if required. But just now we are able to make the equation right here. So flowchart. It is an important diagram that we need to learn during the time of our course. There is different types of shapes and sizes here that you need to learn, such as the example. First, we need the beginning of the flowchart is quite important, and also the ending, where we would start with the program start. Next, we go through this rhombus shape. These rhombus shapes represent the input and the output of a program. Just now we have mentioned in the above, we want our input to be the weight in kilogram and the price per kg. And we see below here is also our output. Print total price. This is our output, the total price. Both input and output are using the same shape because it is represented by the input and the output. What about this square box? So this square box is our process. The square box is representing the process of a program, such as the equation we found just now, which is the total price is equal to weight in kilogram multiply the price per kilogram. The structure chart is not quite important right now, but one of the important things that you guys need to learn is the pseudocode. The pseudocode is similar to what we want to code in C++ programming or C programming, but it is a simplified way to understand what the code is trying to do, such as the start and the end of the program. The input here is the weight in kilogram, price per kg, and also our total price. This is the equation. Total price is equal to weight in kilogram multiply the price per kg, as well as the print total price. So print is represented by the output. So in the C programming part, the print will usually is a code that you use to show the output lah, to show the screen what do you want to show to the user itself.